Hello aspirants, welcome to the channel. I am Basha. In this video, I am going to explain the arithmetic problems of the quant section that are asked in the previous year papers of SBI Clerk Prelims. Okay, and let us solve the problems. So the first question is, here the Suresh invested 18,000 rupees. 18,000 rupees in scheme A. Let us assume this is a scheme A, okay? And on a simple interest rate is a 3 years, okay, at a 12% per annum. So which is, this is a simple interest rate, okay, and then he reinvests the total amount received. So let us calculate the total amount received, and I'm calculate the simple interest. Simple interest is nothing but 3 into 12, 36. So 36% of the principal, which is 18,000. So 1 percentile and 2 zeros are the cancel, and 18 is 540, and 18 is 108. So 846. So 648 and 10. So the simple interest would be 6480, and simple interest plus principal is nothing but amount. So I'm adding the principal amount, which is 18,000, and we get 24480. This is the amount, and in the question it is given that this amount is reinvested in scheme B, okay, and this is the principal in the scheme B, which is 24480, and it is given that the time would be 2 years, and the rate is 50% per annum, okay, and we have to calculate the compound interest. So we know that the effective rate of interest for 2 years, it is nothing but a plus b plus ab by 100. So here the rate is 50%. So for the 2 years it is equal to 50%. So I'm going to calculate the effective rate. So 50 50 100, and ones, twos, 25 plus 25, which is the effective rate is nothing but 125%. So 125% of the principal is nothing but compound interest, and 125% of principal is 24480, and 125 can be written as 5 by 4. 5 by 4 into 24480, and 4 ones 46120, and after multiplying we get 6,120 into 5 is 30,000, plus 125 is 600, which is nothing but 30,600. 30,600 is the correct answer. Okay, and going to the next question, it is given that if the area of the rectangle, is 720, and the ratio of the perimeters to its length, it is given that the ratio of the perimeter, which is nothing but 2 into L plus B, by length is nothing but 18 by 5, and we have to find out the breadth. Okay, and from this I can calculate the ratio between length and breadth. So 2 cancels 9, and 5L plus 5B, that is equal to 9L, and we get 4L is equal to 5B. From this, L by B is equal to 5 by 4. Okay, and we know that area is equal to length into breadth. So length into breadth is equal to 720, and I'm assuming that the length has 5 parts and breadth has 4 parts. And after substituting here, so 4 into 5p, that is equal to 720. Okay, and 20p square is equal to 720, and 0 0 cancel, 2 ones 236, p is nothing but 6. So I'm substituting p here. So 5p is 30, 5 6 is 30, and 4 6 is 24. And here in the question it is asked the breadth. Here we get as a breadth as a 24. So 24 is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. It is given that two persons, Raj and Mohan. We have Raj and we have Mohan, enter into a business with an investment of 12,500, and Mohan sees 15,000 respectively. If Mohan leaves the business after Y months, which means Mohan invested the sum for Y months, okay, and at the end of year, which means here Raj has invested the money for the 12 months. Okay, now we have to find out and it is also given that the both shares the profit is equal, nothing but the ratio is equal to 1 by 1. Okay, I'm writing here, it is given that 12,500 into 12 divided by 15,000 into Y. So profits is equal to, means here we have to write 1 by 1. So we can do the cancellation. So 0 zeros cancel, and 25 sixes are 25 fives, 25 sixes, 6 ones, 6 twos. Y is nothing but 10. So the answer is 10. Very easy problem. Okay, and going to the next question, it is given that a train running at 144 kilometers per hour crosses in the pole in 20 seconds. Here we have to convert whenever you have seen the trains problem. Okay, and first of all you have to see the conversions. So here it is given that 144 kilometer per hour, and the time is in the given that 20 seconds, and in the question it is given that we have to find out the time that also in seconds. Okay, and try to convert this kilometer per hour into meters per second. Okay, the first thing when you encounter the questions on trains problems, please make sure that the units are the same. Okay, and here it is given that the speed is 144. Okay, and I have to convert it to meters per second. So for that purpose I'm multiplying it 5 by 18. Okay, and this is the speed, and speed is equal to distance by time, right? Here the distance is nothing but the length of the train. Okay, and it is the time would be 20 seconds. Okay, from this I can calculate 8 ones 8 eights and 8 fives 40. So 40 into 20, it is nothing but 800. 800 is the length of the train. Okay, and in the next question, in the question it is given that find the time in seconds it takes for the same train to cross a pole when its speed is reduced to 120 kilometers. Okay, here we have to calculate, we have to convert this 120 kmph into meters per second. So for that purpose I'm just multiplying 5 by 8. Okay, the speed is reduced to this. Okay, then we have to find out the time. Okay, we know that the length of the train is the distance, so 800. We have to calculate this time. Okay, and after calculation 8 ones 8 160, 0 0 cancel, 4 fours 4 threes, 3 ones 3 sixes. So time is nothing but 6 into 4, 24 seconds. So 24 seconds is the answer. Okay, and going to the next question, it is a time and work problem, and it is given that there are 8 men. Okay, and 8 men can complete a work in 144 days. Okay, I'm just writing how in how many days one man can do the work. So it is nothing but 8 into 144. Okay, if there are 2 persons, we generally take a LCM. So if there are 1 person, I'm just taking LCM as it is. So 144, this is nothing but total work. Okay, and the efficiency of men is 1. Okay, and how many men are required to complete the 75% of the work in 36 days. Okay, here we have to find out the 75% of the total work. This is the total work, and we have to find out the 75%. I'm just writing it 3 by 4 as a 75%. So 144, and we know the general formula of the time and work. So total work is equal to days into efficiency, right? Okay, and this is the efficiency actually. Okay, now here we have to calculate how many men are required. Okay, and from this is the total work. Okay, total work is equal to the days. Days is nothing but 36 days. Okay, into efficiency. So efficiency is the 1, but how many men we require? So I'm writing as n. Okay, and after that we can calculate. So 36 fours is 144, 4 cancel, and from this we can easily say 8 into 3. So n is 8 into 3, 24. So 24 men is required. 24 men is the correct answer. Going to the next question, it's a mixture and allegations problems. So actually we can solve this problem in 2 methods. So the first method would be, so it is given that there is a 99 liters. Okay, and it is given that the alcohol to water ratio is 5 by 6. Okay, after that if some quantity of the water is added, water only added, I don't know, I'm writing it as an x. Okay, so that the ratio becomes 3:7. Okay, and since the water is only added, so the alcohol is same, right? So we have to make this alcohol as same. So for that purpose, I'm multiplying this into 3. I'm multiplying this into 5. So after that, we will get 15:18, and here we'll get 15:35. So in these cases, we'll get the alcohol as the same in both cases. Okay, and this is a x, right? So how many parts we have actually? How many parts have been increased actually? It is, we can say that 17. Okay, this is 17 parts have been actually increased. Okay, and it is given that there is a total of 99 liters. So what is 99 liters? Alcohol plus water is 99 liters, right? So 15 plus 18 parts, 15 plus 18 parts is equal to 99 actually. 15 plus 18 is 33. 33 parts is equal to 99, and from this we can get a 1 part is equal to 3. And after substituting 1 part here, 73 is nothing but 51. So 51 is the correct answer. And this is the method 1. Okay, and we can also do this same problem in the method 2. Okay, so this is the method 2. Okay, this is a simple traditional way of solving. So it is given that 99 liters. Okay, and there is alcohol and water, and alcohol water is in the ratio of 5 by 6. Okay, and 5 plus 6 is 11 parts. This 11 parts is nothing but the total mixture, 99, and 1 part is nothing but 9. So we'll get the actual alcohol and water. So from this 5 nines is nothing but 45, and 6 nines is nothing but 54. So this is the actual ratio. After that, it is given that some water is added. So I'm writing as x. Okay, so that the ratio become 3 by 7. Okay, and simply cross multiplying. 45 sevens is 280, 35, 315. And 54 threes, we know that it's 162 plus 3x. And here 3x is equal to 350 minus 162. It is 3 and 5, 153. So here x is nothing but 153 by 3. It is also 51. The same answer that we got in the previous method also. Okay, 51 is the correct answer. Okay, going to the next question. It is given that there is a pipe P that can fill a tank in 15 hours. Fine. Okay, and then there is a pipe Q and that can fill a tank in 60 hours. So I am immediately taking the LCM. LCM is a 60. So 15 fours is 60. 60 ones is 60. So this is what? This is the efficiency. This is the total work. And we know the formula. Total work is equal to days into efficiency. Okay, keep that aside. And it is given that both pipes are open together, and after 6 hours, pipe P is closed. Okay, and it is given that P and Q actually open for 6 hours. Okay, and after 6 hours, P was closed. That means the Q is only opened. Okay, and I don't know how many hours this is open, so I'm writing it as an X. Okay, and after opening for X hours, the total tank will be filled, which means the 60 liters will be filled. Okay, now we're going to apply this formula. So the total work is 60. Okay, so we're going to calculate the efficiency. Efficiency is nothing but 4 plus 1. P plus Q efficiency is 4 plus 1, 5. Q efficiency is 1. Okay, efficiency into days is 30, and 1 into X is X, that is equal to 60. X is equal to 30. Okay, this X is 30, which means that the Q is open for the 30 hours. Okay, sorry, 30 hours. And now it is given that find the total time taken, which means we have to add it this 6 plus 30. 36. 36 is the correct answer. Okay, going to the next question. If the speed of C is 25% more than that of B, sorry, and here it is given that C, we can write it as C by B is equal to 5 by 4. If there is 25% more, we can write it as 5 by 4. Okay, then find the time taken by B to cover the same distance which covered by the C in 6 hours. Okay, this is actually what, this is the speed. Okay, if you want to calculate the ratio of the same C and B ratio of the time, we just need to inverse, because speed is equal to distance by time, right? If the distance is same, speed is always inversely proportional to t. Okay, and for the time it will be reverse, which means 4 by 5. Okay, and in the question it is given that the time taken by the C is 6 hours. Okay, then how much time would be taken by B, which is we can simply calculate it by cross multiplication. Okay, then I'm taking it as an X. 4x is equal to 30. X is equal to 30 by 4 is nothing but 7.5. So 7.5 hours is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. If a number is reduced by 30%, okay, I'm just taking as a number as a 100A, okay, and it is reduced to 70A, which means 30% reduction is nothing but 70A, right? And this number becomes a 175. Fine. And by what percent this reduced number, which is a 175, to be increased so that to make it a 280, right? By what percent should this reduced number be increased to make it 280? Is nothing but we don't need all this information. If we actually ask the question by what percent the original number should be increased by 180, then we have to calculate the original number. It is not needed in this case. Okay, the actual increase is nothing but 105. 105 has been increased, so 105 upon 175 into 100 is answer. So 35 threes, and this is 35 fives. So 3 by 5 is nothing but 60%. So 60% is the correct answer. Okay, going to the next question. A shopkeeper fixes the market price of a bag 30% above its cost price. The cost price as a 100A. He has increased the 30%. Okay, he has increased the 30% and market as a market price, which is 130A. And this market price is nothing but 1300. So after cancellation, we get 1A is equal to 10. So A is equal to 10 means the original cost price is 1000. So what we have to find out is what amount should he sell the bag to gain a profit of 25%. Simple, 25% of the cost price is nothing but profit, right? So 25% is we can write as a 1 by 4. So 1 by 4% of 1000 is nothing but 250. So 250 would be the profit, right? So 250 would be the profit, and this is the cost price. So cost price plus profit is nothing but selling price. So 1250 should be the selling price, so that he can gain a 25%. Okay, and going to the next question. Here P invested 18,000 in a business. Okay, here there is a P. Okay, and P invested 18,000 in a business. After 8 months, Q joined. Okay, there is a Q also. Q joined with a certain amount. I'm just taking as an X. At the end of the year, which means P invested the money for 12 months. And whereas Q invested the money after 8 months, which means there are only 4 months left for the 12. Okay, I'm taking as a 4. Okay, and we have to calculate the ratio, and at the end of the year, here it is given that the ratio is a 5 by 2. Okay, I'm just writing here 18,000 into 12 by X into 4 is nothing but 5 by 2. So 4 ones, 4 threes, and 5 ones, 5 36 00. So 36 threes is 108, right? 108 into this 2 will be goes here. So that would be the X. So which is nothing but 216 00. So 216 is 00 is the X amount which the Q has been invested. Okay, and going to the next question. The speed of the boat in still water. Okay, here it is given that the speed of boat in still water is 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, and the speed of the stream is 5 kilometers per hour. If the boat takes 48 minutes more to cover a distance of y kilometers upstream than downstream. Okay, that means the time taken by the upstream is equal to 48 minutes more than the time taken by the downstream. Okay, we know that general speed is equal to distance by time. So from this, time is equal to distance by speed. Okay, the distance it is given that y. So y upon speed. So upstream speed is b minus s. So 40 minus 5 is 35. Okay, we have to convert this into hours. So for that purpose, I am dividing it by 60. Plus time in a downstream is nothing but the distance is y. In the downstream, the formula would be b plus s, which makes us 45. Okay, after calculating this, y minus 35 minus y by 45 is equal to, we can calculate or we can write it as a 12 fours, 12 fives. Okay, I am taking a 5 as a common here. Okay, I'm taking a 5 as a common here. So y by 5, I'm taking y by 5 common. We can write 1 by 7 minus 1 by 9. That is equal to 4 by 5. This is y. Okay, 5 cancel. And this can be written as 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7, 2 upon 63. That is equal to 4. And here 2y is equal to 4 into 63, which is nothing but 246. 240 plus 4 3 is 12, 252. So here in the question it is given that we have to calculate the 2y. So 2y is nothing but 250. So 252. The answer is 252. Okay, going to the next question. The selling price of an article is 50% more than market price. Okay, here we have the selling price and we have the market price. Selling price is of an article is 50% of market price, which is 1 by 2. Okay, and it is given that and the shopkeeper makes a profit of 25% on the cost price. Okay, so which means the selling price must be, if the cost price is 100, the selling price must be 125, because he has to make a 25 as a profit. Okay, and this can be written as 5 by 4. Okay, so in this thing we can make the selling price as a common. So for that common we have to multiply 5 by 5, so that the selling price, market price, and cost price. Okay, so the selling price is nothing but 5. Okay, market price is nothing but 10, and the cost price is 4. Okay, and we got the ratio. And let's go to the question. In the question it is given that if the article is sold at market price, okay, so which means that the selling price is not this is the selling price actually. Okay, in the question, if this article sold at market price, this is the selling price. Okay, the difference between the cost price and selling price, which means the difference is between 10 and 4, 6, right? And 6 parts, right? I'm taking as a 6 parts, is 180. 6 parts is a 180, which means 1 part is equal to 30. In the question, it is given that we have to find out the cost price. Cost price is nothing but 4 parts. So 4 parts, 1 part is equal to 30. 4 into 30, 120. So 120 is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. The ratio of the length to the breadth of a rectangle is 7 by 3. So length by breadth is nothing but 7 by 3. If the side of a square, which means I am taking a as a side of a square, is half the breadth, 1 by 2 breadth of a rectangle. Okay, fine. Then the area, it is given that area, which is nothing but a square, right, is 225. From this I can get a is equal to 15. So I am substituting a in this formula. So it is given that 15 is equal to 1 by 2 b. B is nothing but 30. If a b is 30, 3 parts is 30, 7 parts is 70. So length would be 70. In the question it is given that we have to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle. We know the length and breadth. You just need to substitute those values in the formula. 2 into 70 plus 30 is 100. 100 into 2 is 200. So 200 is the perimeter of rectangle. 200 is the correct answer. Okay, going to the next question. The present ages of Rohit and Amit are in the ratio of 3:4. Okay, Rohit and Amit, that are 3:4. 10 years hence, which means 10 years after. Okay, and 10 years after, the ratio will be 4:5. So 10 years actually have been passed here. Okay, but the increase in these values would be the same, right? It is 1, which means this one part is nothing but 10 years. So 4 parts would be the 40. 3 parts would be the 30. Okay, and these are the actual ages of Rohit and Amit. Okay, and in the question it is given that what is the Amit's age 15 years from now. This is Amit's age. Okay, we have to calculate 15 years after, which means 14 plus 40 plus 15 is 55. So 55 is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. And B invested a sum of rupees Q at 10% per simple annum, simple interest for 4 years. Okay, there is a B. B is a person. Okay, and he has invested a sum Q at 10% per annum for 4 years. Okay, the simple interest for him is 4 into 10 is 40. So 40% of the Q is nothing but the simple interest. Okay, keep it aside. And the interest ended was, and this means this interest was reinvested. This interest is nothing but the principal. Okay, in the next case. Okay, here the principal is nothing but 40% of Q. Okay, I'm just writing like that. And here it is 25% compound interest. Okay, for 2 years. Time would be the 2 years. Okay, and here we know that the compound interest is 540. And what we have to find out is we have to find out the Q. This is the information that in the question has been given. Okay, and now we have to find out the Q. And let's calculate, let's substitute this thing. So we know that for the 2 years at for 25% interest rate, the effective rate is nothing but A plus B plus AB by 100. Or in some other books, this can be written as 2R plus R square by 100 also. Okay, it's the same formula. I'm just applying here. Okay, and you get a 50 plus 25 ones, 25 fours. It is nothing but 25 by 4. So 25 by 4, and we can write it as a 54 is 200. 200 plus 25, 225. So 225 by 4%. Okay, so effective rate is nothing but 225 by 4% of the principal. Principal is nothing but 40, right? 40% of Q is nothing but the compound interest. Compound interest is nothing but 540. Okay, I'm just rubbing this. So here we can write as a percentile as 1 by 100, right? Okay, here as a 40% I'm writing as a 2 by 5 into 540. So we need to just solve the Q value. Okay, so here we can have 5 2 ones, 2 2s, 5 ones, 5 45s. Okay, and 9 5s, 9 6 0, 5 ones, 5 12s, and 12 2s is nothing but 24 plus into 100, which is nothing but 2400. So 2400 is the answer. Very easy problem if you understand the concept. Okay, going to the next question. It is given that there are 3 people. Okay, and X plus Y plus Z. Okay, can complete a work in 18 days. Okay, fine. And it is given that X alone takes 4 times of the 4 times as long as a Y and Z are. So Y and Z has been given. Okay, and we can write as X plus Y plus Z is equal to 4 by 1. Okay, and this is the days, number of the days the X has taken. Okay, so if you want to calculate the efficiency, it is nothing but the reverse of this thing. So 1 by 4. So which means X efficiency, X to the Y plus Z efficiency is 1 by 4. Okay, and coming to the actual question. So this is, I'm taking LCM just. Okay, and LCM is the total work. This is the total work, and the efficiency of X plus Y plus Z is nothing but 1, right? X plus Y plus Z efficiency. I'm writing these are the efficiencies. Okay, this is the 1. Okay, but we know that the ratio between X by X to Y plus Z. Okay, and I'm just taking as a 1 part, and this has a 4 parts. So X is nothing but 1 part. So Y plus Z is nothing but 4 parts. That is equal to 1. So 5 parts is equal to 1. And 1 part is equal to 1 by 5. So the total X efficiency, actual X efficiency is 1 by 5. And Y plus Z efficiency is 4 parts. It's a 4 by 5. Okay. So now let us come to the question. It is given that how many days would X take to complete the work alone? Okay, the total work is nothing but 18 and the X efficiency is 1 by 5. It is about nothing but 90. So 90 is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. And a boat covers a distance of X kilometers downstream and the same distance upstream. Okay, and the time difference between the two journeys is 15 minutes. So in the question it is given that the time difference, which means it has gone upstream and downstream. So the difference of the time is nothing but 15 minutes. Is given that minutes. And also the speed of the boat in still water is 45 and the stream is 5. Okay, we know the time is nothing but the formula is distance by speed. Okay, and the distance is the same. The distance is same, that is x. Okay, so x by speed in upstream is nothing but b minus s, which is 40, minus downstream is also distance is x by speed. The downstream speed is b plus s. 45 plus 5 is 50. That is equal to 15. I am converting into hours because in the question it is given that 45 kilometer per hour. So I am converting this into hour, which is nothing but 15 by 60. So 0, 0, 0 cancel. No, I am not cancelling it. Okay, 5 ones, 5, 15 ones, 15 fours. Okay, and from this we can calculate as x by 1 by 40, or we can write as x by 10. 1 by 4 minus 1 by 5 is 1 by 4. Okay, after calculating it, x by 10, 5 minus 4, 1, 5 4s 20, that is equal to 1 by 4. Okay, 4 ones, 4 5s, x is equal to 50. So x is equal to 50 is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. A man spends 48% of his monthly salary on an education and household expenses. Okay, let us assume there is 100% is the salary. Okay, and in this salary, 48% goes for education and household expenses. Okay, and next 27%. 27% goes for the rent, and the remaining thing is what he saves, right? Okay, and 48 plus 27 is 5 and 75. So okay, this combines is 75 and the remaining is nothing but 25. 25% is what he saves, and that saving is nothing but 2 to 22,000. So we have to calculate the 100%. We just have to multiply into 4. So 25 into 4, 100%. Similarly, 22 into 4 is nothing but 88,000. So 88,000 is the answer. And going to the next question. There are 3 persons, D, E, F, invest in a business. Okay, D, E, F, this is a partnership problem. Invest in a business in the ratio of 10 is to 16 is to 10 is to 8 months with their investment amounts. Okay, this is the time, right? And the amount is nothing but 5, 4, 7. Okay, we just need to calculate it. Okay, and here we can calculate we can cancel 4 ones, 4 fours, 4 twos. Okay, and 2 ones, 2 fives, and 2 twos. So answer is 10. Here 5, here 7. So this is a D is to E is to F, and it is given that the D's share is 35200, which is 10 parts is equal to 35200. We just need to find out what would be the 12 parts. Okay, this is the 10 parts. In the question, it is given that we have to find out the combined ratio of the E and F, which is 12 parts. I have to find out the 12 parts. Okay, it is nothing but a cross multiplication, or we can cancel here. So 0, 0 cancel, which means 1 part is equal to 2520. 12 part is nothing but 12 into 3520. You can just multiply it. Okay, we can just multiply this to get the answer. Okay, 352 is nothing but 704 and 352 4 2 2 1 4. So 0. So the answer is 42240 is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. It is given that the speed of a boat in still water. Okay, the speed of a boat in still water B is 80% more. I'm writing is 80% more as a 180 upon 100. Okay, here 80% more. So after cancellation, we can get 9 by 5. Okay, and if the boat takes a total 8 hours to cover 70 kilometers downstream, and the total time is nothing but 8. Okay, and okay, we know that the time is nothing but time formula is equal to time is nothing but distance by speed, right? So the total time is 8. That is equal to he have gone upstream 70 kilometers downstream. Okay, distance by downstream is nothing but B plus S, plus upstream it is given that 60 kilometers upstream, and the speed is nothing but B minus S. Okay, I'm just taking it as a 9 parts, I'm just taking it as a 5 parts. Okay, B is 9 parts and S is a 5 parts. I'm substituting here. So 9 plus 5 is nothing but 14p. 60 by 9 minus 5 is a 4p. 14 ones, 14 fives, 4 ones, 4 15s. For solving this, we can get as a 1 by p. I'm taking a p, 1 by p as a common. So 15 plus 5 is 20. And p is equal to 20 by 8. Okay, one part is nothing but 20 by 8. We can take it as a 2, so 2 by 5. So one part is equal to 2 by 5, which means 9 into 2 by 5, 2.5. 9 into 2.5 is 18, 18 plus 4.5, 22.5. And the stream speed is 5 into 2.5, 12.5. So in the question, it is asked that how far will it travel downstream. So the distance, we have to calculate the distance. Distance is the speed into time. Okay, here it is given that downstream. Downstream is nothing but b plus s into time. Time it is given that 3 hours. So b plus s, it is nothing but 35. So 35 into 3, it is 105. So distance is 105 meters. Okay, so 105 kilometers. Okay, the answer is 105. Okay, going to the next question. A shopkeeper sold 2 articles, P and Q, at a profits 10% and 40% respectively. And if the total profit earned is 400 and the cost price of the article P is 150 less than that of Q. So let us write the information that has given in the question. So a shopkeeper sold 2 articles. There is a P article, okay, and there is a Q article. Okay, and this article is sold at actually, I'm taking as a, is actually the profit of 10%. Okay, and let us consider this is a cost price. Okay, cost price of the P article is nothing but P, and cost price of an article Q is nothing but Q. Okay. Okay, and the profit is nothing but, just wait a minute, I'm just making a small change. Okay, article P and article Q. I'm taking article P as a 100p and article Q as a 100q. Okay, this has been sold at a profit of 10%. Then the selling price is nothing but 110p, and this has been sold at a profit of 40%, which is nothing but 140q. Okay, we got the selling prices actually here. Okay, in this entire process, okay, the total profit earned is 400, which means here the total profit is nothing but 10p, right? And here it is 40p, right? 40q, and that is actually equal to 400. Okay, this is the case one. Okay, and the next, the cost price of article P is, article P cost price is nothing but 100p, right? P is 150 less than, okay, 150 less than that of the Q. So Q cost price is 100q minus 150. Okay, you can solve this further, which means 2p is equal to 2q minus 3. Okay, and these are the two equations. We have to solve these equations. Okay, I'm just multiplying this into 5. Okay, we get 10p is equal to 10q minus 15. Okay, 10p is equal to 10q minus 15. I'm substituting this into here. Okay, after that we will get 10q minus 15 in the place of the 10p plus 40q. Okay, that is equal to 400. 10 plus 40, 50q, that is equal to 415. Okay, what we have to need to find out is we have to find out actually cost price of the q, which means we have to find out the 100q. So 50q is nothing but a 415, 100q is nothing but 415 into 2, which is 830, right? So 830 is the answer. And that's all about this, guys. So thanks for watching, and do subscribe the channel, and take care. Bye bye.